Blockchain monkeys, how are you, my friend?
What's going on, my brother, man?
It is great to see you, man.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. We talking about it. Intellectual train. It's the LT up in the streets, man.
Let's rock a ripple on that blockchain.
Blockchain. We talking about it. Intellectual train. It's the LT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. First we research that research. Throw it on that nano ledger, pull that heat first. When Lucifer
and the truth beat, because there's a standard in this bitch.
XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We say about it straight. Keep it walking, respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking. And shout out to my blockchain monkeys who came out of that safari to our beat. Chase all that Jason Rockwood with it. You can give us a W, cause it's gorillas in the jungle. Send it loose. They rocking with me. Oh, they feeling me. ODL, that's the order, man. Let's sweat it in. Hey, Wall Street, we got what you need.
I love for crypto liquidity.
Blockchain.
We're talking about that intellectual super track. It's GRV up in the streets, man.
That's why we rip all on that blockchain.
We're talking about it intellectual super track. It's GRV up in the streets, man.
That's why we rip all on that blockchain. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I'm talking mad research. And I'm in your head because it was C, K, and it was D, and I, and it was always Kevin K with some T, and I am mixing crypto.
That's a lot of legendary. Tano Cheeto, what's going on, bro? Token Vision, it's Paco and Mikey O.
Uncle Sam, cause he took me on a lifeboat. She got a fatty, and she's a nurse. I'm here to put my rocket in her universe. Oh, this is freedom here. I'm talking Roger Ver, Antonopolis. That's what brought me here. Walking in this bitch like Jim Swartz. I'm an arson. So we're party in my right.
What's going on, crypto people?
Blockchain. We talking about it. Intellectual train. It's the LT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain.
Let's go. What's going on with the Blockpolio today? It's the LV up in the streets, man. Let's rock a ripple on that blockchain. At the gym, listening to me. Cool. Getting that workout in. I hear you, bro. I beg to differ. Roses on the moon. Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is a digital asset space. Good afternoon and happy Wednesday to you. Indeed. The market kind of recovered a little bit. That's interesting to see. I'm always watching for BC Backer to see what he tweets. He tweeted electricity, and I'm guessing that's in reference to XRP. I'm guessing that is in reference to XRP. So we shall soon see. Yeah. I was supposed to make a second buy at 50 cents or less. I didn't do it. I only did one buy. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I do got that dry powder just in case things change in the market. Just in case things change in the market. Yeah. So Bitcoin. What is going on with Bitcoin? Bitcoin has been declared dead once again. Once again, it's been declared dead. I find that to be very, very interesting. Beta Avenue, Jerry V. Hall sent me. Well, shout out to that dude, Jerry V. Hall. We appreciate that. And we appreciate you being here, Beta. Beta, I hope I'm saying that right. Maybe it's Beta. Appreciate you being here today without question. Greater haters will make you greater. Yeah, I just look. Yeah, interesting stuff today. So, again, it has been declared dead once again. I find that to be very interesting under the illusion of speaking the truth. Under the illusion of speaking the truth. Bitcoin has been declared dead once again. So in any case, I find it hugely fascinating. I was listening to Charles Hoskinson earlier today. Interesting thing. I find, for me, my experience in life and in business has always been that and when it comes to success, there's kind of two kind of things, right? There are smart people and there's people who know how to make money. And I have discovered that those are two completely different things. Like the United States government, right? Let's see, what I want to say. The people, all the big time smart intellectuals that the government has hired and put to work to try to figure out monetary policy. They give them positions and they give them titles and stuff like that, right? Real smart. Still haven't figured out this whole money thing. Still haven't figured it out. Still haven't figured out how we're going to get out of this debt. But those are some smart people. I mean, they go out and get the PhDs with PhDs, right? They get all the alphabets attached to their names. Smart people, quote unquote. Haven't figured out that money thing though. Right? Haven't figured out the money thing. And there's two different types, right? In our business, we work with a lot of biotech companies, right? Smart people. And they can create things, right? They can create things, but they don't know how to make money. And the digital asset space is about money. It's about money. And it ultimately is about knowing the difference between sound money and money that is not sound. That's what it ultimately about. Bitcoin in its creation was about starting the journey for you and I to discover the difference between sound money and unsound money, bringing awareness to that very, very fact. And that constant reminder of what happened in 2008 and 2009, right? That's what Bitcoin is. That's what the digital asset space is. Now, I find it, look, here's the thing. Again, smart people, cool, love them. We love them. We love them in our business. Love them. Smart, can create stuff. But we were the ones who took what they created and took it to the market because they couldn't figure that out on how to make money. We brought the money to them. We created the cash flow. They created something. They did not create cash flow. And being smart doesn't qualify. A lot of smart people create a lot of great stuff, create a lot of great technology. Smart, but I don't know how to make money, right? In this space, the digital asset space, is about learning the difference between sound money and unsound money. By recognizing the difference between things that are store of value and things that are not. Not every asset is a store of value. You can get a great ROI, but not every asset is a store of value. Now, for us and the people in this space who own XRP, now listen, we are blessed. We are blessed because that XRP thing, Yeah, it can check all the boxes. Payments, sound money, store of value. It can check all the boxes. That's a blessed thing. But that doesn't mean that another asset can't check the store of value box. Right? Right. And so it's a really, really interesting thing. I love it when people point to smart people. I love that. Because when it comes to making money, that means no thing. Most of the time. Most of the time. Like all those, again, I have nothing against people who go to college, get a great education, cool, good for you. But the fact of the matter is, most people teaching in college about money aren't making it. That's the fact of the matter. Like they aren't making it, right? And so when it comes to the digital asset space and you want to learn about sound money, you might want to listen to the people who have created the sound money, not who created the technology. That's a different thing. Like it's really a different thing. So Rudy Erasmus, what's going on, my friends? Good to see you. Chrissy Fouts is in the building. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, good to see you. GDLT is in the building. I did respond to your email, Chrissy. So just to let you know, Jay Korn is here. GDLT, what's good, bro? Yeah, man. Bitcoin has been declared dead once again. Oh my goodness. That's funny to me. That is really, really funny to me. But yeah, it's been declared dead. It's been declared dead. Now listen, again, I was listening to Charles Hoskinson and he said, he pointed out the technological disadvantages or the technological shortcomings of Bitcoin, right? And I was listening to him, I'm like, man, yep. And then I thought to myself, hold on a second. It's just like, hold on a second. This is the same dude, Charles Hoskinson, the same dude who, in his mind, amongst him and his boys, recognized the shortcomings of Ethereum and went out and created a bigger and better thing. Hold on a second. Do you mean to tell me that you can go out and create a bigger and better technology than the original? Wow. So that means to me that Bitcoin could get better. If, this is a big if they wanted to. The Modern Investor, shout out to the Modern Investor. If you guys have not subscribed to his channel, I highly suggest that you check out the Modern Investor. He pointed this out back in 2017, that Bitcoin, if they wanted to, could have improved upon their technology. If they wanted to. So it's not like it's not possible. It's possible. But for some reason, they have decided not to. For some reason, they've decided not to, but it's possible. So suggesting that Bitcoin is going to die because of its technological disadvantages makes zero sense. Like zero, makes no sense. Because the only thing that's going to happen is better technology. It's just better technology. So some smart dude like Charles Hoskinson could just one day wake up and say, you know what? I'm going to make this Bitcoin thing better. So I'm just going to make it better. So that's not the reason why Bitcoin may go to zero. And of course, these are all mights, because every digital asset in the digital asset space might go to zero. Like, there's a reason why I say it's highly risky. So even the greatest digital asset ever created, which is XRP, might go to zero. Anything might go to zero. So it's not the technology that is the issue. I'm going to give you a reason why Bitcoin might go to zero. Is because of its threat to the status of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. Now, that is why it might go to zero. Not because a smart guy says that it will die. That's not why. That's not why. So let me share a couple of things with you guys. Let me share where I have it. Let me see what I want to share with you guys first. And we'll listen to Charles after that. There it is right there. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. There it is. But let me say hey to the family first, then I'll go to this article. All right, so let's see who checked in. Rudy Erasmus, what's good, bro? Daddy Cheetos, good to see you, brother. Gokhan XRP, first like from Istanbul. Good to see you, brother. Istanbul run. I love it. Manny CYZ, you see it, what's good? Crypto Delivery, what's going on, bro? Who asked about that hardware wallet? Crypto Rogers, good to see you, my friend. We like the Ellie Pals. We like Ellie Powell's Treasures, big fans of obviously the Nano, right? Obviously the Nano, and very, very excited about the Cobalt Vault as well. Guys, do me a favor, 100 people here, only 32 likes. If you're enjoying the hangout, do me a favor, smash that like button. Let's get this channel out to as many people as we possibly can. Let them know that the digital asset space is their shot to win. It's not in the traditional world. The digital asset space, where you have some freedom to choose the money that you choose. That's not a bad spot to be. Kevin Otero, what's going on, my friend? Billionaire H is in the building. Good to see you. Who else is here? Mulberry Street Cigars, what's going on, bro? Michael Cubbings, hey, Siege, what's up with you, brother? James Bethea, peace to the Cryptoverse, peace. I said hello to Beta. Jackie 33, what's good, miss? Good to see you. Kay Stanlord is here. That's right, Dado Cheeto. Cryptocurrency is like cell phones, Bitcoin being the first. Since then, better cell phones, right? Yep, that is exactly right. Crawfish, NC Wheezy, Sam Heck. What's going on, my friend? Really? Philip Petronzio. Philip Petronzio. Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Read an article today that said the hearing for Gensler's nomination could be on the schedule as early as next week. Well, if you could put a link in the description to that article, Philip, that would be outstanding, because I was reading today that they were talking about a June confirmation for Gary Gensler. That would not be cool. John Edwards, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. That's right, Chrissy. You're right, Chrissy Fowles. Hi, C's. That's because we aren't taught about money as children. Nope. We are taught to get jobs and be cogs. Exactly. That is exactly right, 10,000%. And then the crazy thing is, after high school, you have an option to kind of get out of that thing. Or you have the option to go participate in that thing that doesn't teach you about money for another 4 years, or 6 years, or another 8 years, and get taught by people in economics and in business, have not made money and have not had a successful business. That, my friends, is challenging. Challenging. Jay McDean, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you here before, Jay McDean. Have you checked in on the channel before, my friend? Heavenly Burger Heads. What the? I love that name. Heavenly Burger Heads. Good to see you, my friend. Hope GDLT says, hope all is well, Siege, and that you're making some good gains. Yeah, blessed. Really, really blessed. GDLT, I gotta tell you, really, 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 really blessed. I'm excited about the Flare networks. I can tell you that. Michael Cummins says, Siege, loving how your live stream is growing. Thanks for all your hard work and spreading great knowledge and positive vibes. Thank you, Michael Cummins. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you being here, my friend. John Edwards says, the schools teach you to get a job and move up in your field of work. And hopefully it will see you till retirement. Yeah. What a crock of, yeah. I bought retail from day one. School didn't teach me that, Siege. Exactly. That's exactly right, man. That's why I always love it when people point out smart people. The crown will come to XRP, then it's Sir XRP. I like that. XRP Moonish. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. If you want to save yourself, invest in hybrid blockchains. I hear you. What's that hybrid thing? Isn't XDZ or Zenfin one of those hybrids? I believe it is. Sorry, real estate. Oh, I bought real estate from day one. Gotcha. I hear you, my friend. I hear you, John. Yeah, I heard that as well, XRP Moonish. Recently, it has come to my attention that smart contracts in their current state of development are far less superior than involving tech. That's a great point, XRP Moonish, because again, look, think about, you know, Ethereum and the whole smart contracts and everything being built upon it. Imagine saying that Ethereum is going to die because of its technological disadvantages, you know, because of its smart contracts shortcomings, right? Can you imagine that? And then look, what just happened? Just for some reason, another smart guy came out and created a better way or a better form of smart contracts. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Flare Networks and the CEO and the people from Flare Networks didn't just say, well, Ethereum, yeah, it's going to die. Good night, everyone. Right? They didn't say that. What they did is they created a better, right? They took that smart contracts thing and made it better. Right? That's what smart people do. They know how to create stuff, and technology is just going to get better, right? So Bitcoin's race right now is for store of value. It hasn't won the store of value thing, by the way. It hasn't won it yet. It's in first place. But it hasn't won the store value race yet. Just ask Simon Dixon from Bank to the Future, a guy who was teaching and doing presentations since way back yonder on Bitcoin. One of the early guys like Roger Ver, right? So it hasn't won the store of value thing yet, but it's not going to zero because of its technological shortfallings. That's not why. Let me share with you why Bitcoin might go to zero. Let me give you some examples. What do I want to do? If I can figure out what I want to do. There we are right here. Let's do that. Let me give you some examples of why, right? Which is the real truth. The real truth is not in the technological disadvantages. The real truth is in who wants to remain in control of the monetary system. That's the real truth. The great thing is, maybe we have something to say about it. Maybe. So think about this for a second. This is on Bitcoin.com. I guess it was posted like 3 days ago. The United States government, not me, I'm not doing this. Not you, you're not doing it. The United States government won't allow corporates to keep replacing their money with Bitcoin, warns investment advisor. So that's the truth. The question is, are we good with that? Like, I wonder if a certain hugely successful person from China, hugely, massively successful, was about to have the largest IPO in the history of the world, is excited right now. Something that he and they, right, all his people that worked there for him, with him, together, created a behemoth, created a monster, what? And the powers that be said, yeah, not so much. Yeah, we're not kind of cool with what you got going on right over there. United States government won't allow corporates to keep replacing their dollars with Bitcoin. Dan Nathan, the founder of Risk Reverse Advisors, says that the United States government will not keep allowing corporations like Elon Musk, Tesla, to replace dollars with Bitcoin. To replace dollars. They won't let the dollar fall away from being the reserve currency of the world, which could happen. It could happen if corporations keep replacing dollars in their balance sheets with Bitcoin. Like, I just want you, look, you know, you decide, you come up with an idea, you put together a business plan, you go to work, scrapping, clawing, 12, 14, 16-hour days to put together, you know, for 5, 7, 10, 12 years, maybe even 15 years, you finally get this successful business that has generous overflowing cash flow that you, by your sweat equity, and someone just says, yeah, you can't do that thing that you want to do with your money. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that because it threatens our money. That's a massive thing, right? I mean, this is the US of A. It's a little bit different I thought. Than where Jack Ma hangs out. I thought it was a little bit different. Now, again, this is some dude saying what he believes to be the truth. Right? Interesting stuff. Nathan is the principal of Risk Reversal Advisors, which offers consulting services to investment banks, investment advisors, and private companies. He began by asserting that the United States Treasury and the US government will not let this thing get out of hand, where literally corporates are starting to replace dollars to a large extent with Bitcoin. Let me ask you something. Anybody ever take the time to ask themselves, why are corporates starting to do that? Why? They don't love the good old US of A? They don't love the US dollar? Why do you think that they're starting to do that? Interesting question. Let me see if I can't pull. I know where it is. Right? Let me go over here real quick. Why do you think that is, guys? The corporates are starting to do this. And I'm about to show you the biggest of them all. The biggest of them all about to do the same thing. And I would humbly submit to you that if, in fact, this company does it, there's about a 0 chance of Bitcoin going to 0. If this company does it. Black Impact, what's good, bro? It's good to see you. Peter Rouge is in the building. What's up? What's going on, Peter? Diesel Hound is in the building. Federal Reserve liabilities, not a store of value, not a treasury asset. Right? Was this bro XRP in the building? Did I miss him coming in? Diesel Hound is here. What's good, my friend? Diesel Hound is like, I refuse to accept Federal Reserve liabilities as money. MSN is watching from India. Hello. Namaste. Namaste, MSN. Good to see you. Here's India. Yeah. Alex Blogs is in the building. What's good? Bro XRP, how are you, my friend? Crypto Seas, check out the above article. Okay, is there a link? Ah, I see it there. I think I have this link, by the way. Jane, thank you, Jackie. Let's see if this works. Yeah, and so the Fed is like, hold on a second. Bitcoin poses no threat to the dollar as the world's currency leader. I remember this from a while back, right? This is February 16th, updated. Okay, published Tuesday, updated. What do you think about that? What do you think about that statement? The Fed is like, yeah, no, cool. Bitcoin does not present a serious threat to the US dollar's status as the world reserve currency, according to a St. Louis Fed Reserve President James Bullard. Right? Let me show you something here. I'll share this with you. Thank you, Jackie, for sharing that. Awesome. All right. So Raoul Paul shared this, and I thought this was really, really interesting. Let's see. I tried to find a famous quote from George Soros, and I couldn't find it. Not happy about that. Where is it? Where is it? Here's this article where Charles Hoskinson again. The minute that Bitcoin gets flipped by another cryptocurrency, unless they can find a way to innovate again, Bitcoin will die because there is no reason to hold it over its neighbors. Charles Hoskinson, smart dude. Smart dude. Smart dude, right? All right, so here's the other thing. Raoul Paul says this, and I thought this was really, really interesting. He says, I presume you all saw this. Not a big surprise, but if the world's largest asset manager, but he said, but it is the world's largest asset manager, and they have already bought some Bitcoin. I'm not sure if you know it or not. Rumor has it that BlackRock is in control. Like the United States government and its entities are beholden to. BlackRock. I wonder if they would be, as in BlackRock, would be dabbling in something that they believe is going to go to zero. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think that investment firms with billions of dollars, I'm not talking about BlackRock, because BlackRock has trillions of dollars in assets under management. You got assets firms with billions of dollars in assets in Bitcoin alone. Their clients, they're managing billions of dollars for their clients in Bitcoin. Billions in Bitcoin. You got BlackRock. We all know how that goes when they say they're dabbling in something, right? Raoul Paul says they already bought some. I don't know, but I would suspect that BlackRock probably has the inside track of what might be going on over there in the U.S. government. I don't know. Just maybe. Largest asset manager. The big one. Right? The big one. So I get smart people when it comes to making money, however. The digital asset space is about making money. It's about learning the difference between sound money and, not so sound money. That the people that know how to make money, not create technologies, probably have a better understanding of what's going to go on, take place in the future in the monetary policy. Right? Just maybe that's the case. I mean, I don't know, but just maybe. Let me see if I got something here. So this is an article on Crypto Potato with Charles saying the things that he says. But again, this is a guy who says something will die if it doesn't innovate. Everything will die if it doesn't innovate. And if you went out, because you're a smart guy, and sought to create a better version of Ethereum, I think we're still good. And I think, I don't know, I don't know, but I think the developers at Ethereum aren't walking around with their hands tied, legs tied, laptops taken away, and they can't go out and make Ethereum better. I mean, I think that's what the whole proof of stake thing is about. Trying to make it better, right? Well, you say, well, Bitcoin's proof of work. Yeah. Ethereum made the move. Why can't Bitcoin? Is there something in the code that says you can't get better? Your technology, this technology can't get better. Is that in the Bitcoin code? It can get better. So I would humbly submit to you that the downfall of Bitcoin is more likely to come from the powers that be, rather than smart guys saying why it's going to go to zero. Technology is technology. I would submit to you that smart people like Janet Yellen and Christine Lagarde are not concerned about the technological shortcomings, shortfallings, whatever that word is, shortcomings of Bitcoin. I would think that they're more concerned about this new choice of sound money that is Bitcoin. That's the concern, right? I wrote this down too. Do you think that Janet Yellen and Christine Lagarde are concerned about the technological deficiencies of Bitcoin? Or do you think they're concerned about the economic choices that Bitcoin brings to the table in terms of sound money? You know why? In my opinion, I believe that Madame Lagarde and think about think about all these smart people who say Bitcoin is used for money laundering. It's used for nefarious activities. Really think about that. These are people in prominent, life-changing, for you and I, positions. The head of the IMF, the head of the freaking ECB, the head of the BIS. These people, when they make some decisions, it affects everybody. And the thing that they came up to for why not Bitcoin is money laundering and nefarious activities. That's what they came up with. Because they're not going to tell you the real reason. And the real reason is this other choice of money in a monetary system, in a monetary network of sound money in which they do not control. That, my friends, is why Bitcoin might go to zero. Not because of some technology thing, not because Charles Hoskinson says so or anyone else says so. It's because they can't control it. And they know it. They can put measures of control, but they can't control it. And they know it. And they know it. And again, I would ask you to put yourselves in the shoes of these corporates in the USA, right? Of Mr. Ma out in China. And just think to yourself, right? Nothing illegal. No rules broken, no laws broken. Just went out and built a successful business. And they came in and said, not so fast. And how do you feel about that? Is that cool? Or would we just rather prefer to have more options for ourselves? To choose or not to choose to hold Bitcoin, to choose or not to choose to hold XRP, or to have that choice taken away from us under some BS argument of technological deficiencies, under some BS argument of the bad guys use this stuff all the time and we just can't have that. So that's the truth. It's not technology. Technology deficiency is not the truth. The real truth is they want to remain in control. And this asset space gives us more choices. Central bank digital currencies, and Ron Paul said this, and you should check out his video. Definitely go check out Real Vision Crypto. He says central bank digital currencies is exciting as long as you understand the repercussions that come with it and are prepared to deal with those, like the lack of privacy, like the monetary policy being thrust down your throat, like mandatory wallets and mandatory negative interest, or social scoring, or whatever they call it. Is it social scoring they call it? Is that what you want? I want more choices. I want more choices. I could give a crap about the technological deficiencies or inefficiencies. I want more choices. I want to say, I think this is sound money. My dude thinks this is sound money. And I want to be able to exchange amongst ourselves freely. Freely. That's what this is all about. Now, look, if history hasn't pointed out the fact that a central control of a monetary policy by an entity hasn't worked real good. Like if history didn't point that out, then hey, perhaps, give them central entities a shot. But the history has proven that they haven't figured it out yet. And it's perhaps because they have so many smart people in control. Right? Maybe that's it. Maybe that is it. Think about that. You and I being able to freely exchange what we believe to be sound money amongst ourselves without counterparty risk, without this third party being involved in the equation. right? It's a pretty cool deal. Let me get to the chat here. And then I'm going to go over the numbers and let's check out the market, see what's going on in the market today. The great Crypto Cat is here. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Keyless, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you as always. Grad Barlinghouse says, yes, sir. Yeah, in the market right now, I got to tell you, if you're not paying attention, the market is definitely that BTC to alts trading, right? They stack up that BTC. Then they decide when it's time for them to sell to us that BTC so they can go out and get more assets in the alt space that give them better returns on the money. That's the game that's being played. And you just got to understand that that's the game being played, right? ROI is ROI. But sound money is sound money. And we want to keep that in play always. The more, the better. The more choices, the better. The greater the sound money, the better for you and I. Not the less. Not the one that we merely hold. That's not the answer. Corey Anderson, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Terrence Rafford is here. Yeah, it's going to be a big kind of thing going on once the Flare Networks gets going, Terrence. You are right about that. And the question remains, how is Ethereum going to pivot? The great thing is they have the opportunity to pivot. God forbid the powers that be say, hold on a second, Flare Networks is here. You know, Ethereum, yeah, you're done. God forbid something like that would happen. That they were given the boot, that they were forced to go to zero because of technological deficiencies or inefficiencies, that they weren't allowed to innovate. And as long as they are allowed to innovate, they got a shot. As long as BTC is allowed to innovate, it has a shot. And someone has said, you know, this BTC and this store of value thing is feeling really like a real deal. Because if BlackRock is dabbling in it, I mean, you decide for yourself. I mean, what do you think? Let me share this thing here for you. Bitcoin has been declared dead or dying roughly 300, and I'm going to have 391 now. Thanks to Charles, right? Bitcoin has been declared dead or dying roughly 390 times since 2010. And I'm paraphrasing. George Soros said this once, and I'm paraphrasing. He said, when an asset has been declared dead or deemed to go to zero time after time after time, and it doesn't, then that's an asset that you should be paying attention to. Right? So it's just such a big difference between smart people and people who know how to make money. is such a big difference. It really is such a big difference. Interesting stuff there. 390 plus times. That, my friends, that's a number. And again, I paraphrased that quote from George Soros, but that's just about what he said. Interesting thing to pay attention to. What else did I want to share with you guys? Raul, and again, Raul Paul, another one of those guys who know how to make money type guys, right? Yeah, I find it fascinating, and again, I think it's a fascinating story to hear of a guy, smart guy, like massively smart. I mean, this dude is massively smart and can't find the keys or password that gives him access to hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. That's a travesty. But he's a real smart dude, and I appreciate him. I appreciate everything that he's doing in this space. Shout out to Crypto Granny, also known as Susie from Esoteric Trading Solutions. Check out her podcast. She does some really good stuff there, Spreaker.com. Make sure you subscribe to her. She really is good on the inside, what's kind of going on. I didn't realize there was all these kind of hacks going on in digital asset space. You don't hear much about it, but it's going on. This is interesting for the VeChain holders. VeChain developers work on a Uniswap fork. Wow, how about that? Advancing technology, making technology better than the previous version. Wow, that is a miracle. VeChain developers work on Uniswap fork on top of VeChain Thor. What? Shout out to all the people that hold some of that. VeChain, the decentralized exchange, VexChange, will allow Uniswap style liquidity to be provided on the VeChain Thor blockchain. And by the way, don't sleep on Binance Smart Chain. A lot of people saying that is a better version of what they got going on in Ethereum as well. It's great to have choices, though. It's great to have choices. God forbid that a thing's just going to go to zero because there's no technology or it's technology deficient. God forbid. Interesting stuff there, guys. So interesting stuff. So again, I'm having a little fun with you guys, but I really wanted to make a point. Just a big difference between smart people, people who know how to make money and recognize the difference between sound money. Smart people always point to technical stuff. Always. You know, was a really, really smart guy? John Maynard Keynes. That was a really smart guy. Richard Nixon. Check the bio on Richard Nixon. He was a really smart guy too. XRP Joe is in the building. What's going on, my friend? VeChain has so many huge partners already. Yeah, VeChain's looking good. So let me ask you guys this question before I wrap up. Do you guys feel like the, what is it? There's recent news from Ripple and the recent court filings with Annalisa Torres. Do you feel like that's going to delay XRP in this bull cycle or not? Oh, did I miss a super chat? I think I did. I see something there, but I don't see the super chat. Oh, there it is right there. Commander Legions. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you so much for donating into the channel. That is awesome, my friend. It's good to see you. I don't think that name sounds familiar to me, though, Commander Legions. Is this your first time here? XRP said something. XRP Joe says something. What's going on, Naptown? Good to see you. What'd you say, XRP Joe? XRP Joe says, always enjoy hearing your perspectives, Crypto Seas. Thank you, XRP Joe. I appreciate that so much. I would have missed so far if not following your channel. Thank you. You're welcome, XRP Joe. And thank you for being here, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Chrissy. Yeah. And only Chrissy because of, that whole, that whole asset thing, because I think it's so, like, that's such a smart thing. When an asset is supposed to be going to zero or declared dead over and over and over again, and it doesn't, yeah, that might be an asset you want to pay some attention to. Mm-hmm. What's the name said something very similar to that as well, Tika Tuari. Just a guy who knows how to make money. I mean, yeah, you can love him or hate him, but just a dude who knows how to make money for sure. Let's see. XRP Joe said, I smashed the likes on the way in. Guys, did you do that? Did you get a chance to smash that like button on the way in? If not, do me a favor, collapse that chat and go smash that like. I definitely appreciate it. Let's get to over 100 likes. We want to get this channel out to many of us as we possibly can. And what I mean is the average Joe and the average Jane who doesn't realize yet that there is a shot for them to win. There's a shot for them to win. And it's the digital asset space. They can go out and create whatever kind of wealth that they want in this space right here. It's not in the traditional market. It's in the digital asset space. Coco Crypto says, hey, Siege, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Hey, Siege, I held a crypto class for my friends and family. Nice. And how did that go, Coco Crypto? Please share. How was that? That is really, really cool. Are they out there doing stuff again? No? Yeah, you're right, man. I just hope that it doesn't delay things. Here We Grow says diversify. Indeed. We're so blessed we had an opportunity to diversify after we massively took time to fill the XRP bags. It took time, right? So blessed to be able to get an opportunity to diversify. With everything regarding the SEC and Reg Clarity, says XRP Joe, it's so hard to gauge whether this market cycle will look like, wait a minute, will look like the last as far as XRP is concerned. Yeah, we are in uncharted territory indeed. We really, really are. Is that another super chat? Commander Legion, thank you so much. Commander Legions, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Rashad Thompson is checking in from the Bahamas. Good to see you, bro. The Bahamas, I love it. So Coco Crypto, how did that go? Everyone's super excited. I'm holding weekly sessions. Oh, yes. Yes. Good for you. Good for you. I love to hear that. That is outstanding. What we got else going on? Here We Grow, Land, Silver, XRP, IOTA, VeChain. I heard that. Yeah, Tremus, a lunch and learn would work, right? My coworkers are asking about crypto now, of course. And it's just like BC backers. It's an amazing thing. In the height of excitement and everyone is, right, Bitcoin all-time highs and everything, everybody starts being interested. But when Bitcoin's down and it's the greater value, the total market cap is down, it's just a crazy psychology thing. It really is, that people know the price of everything and know the value of no thing. It's a crazy, crazy thing. But don't be that guy, right? And don't be that gal, right? See the value on what Bitcoin's monetary network and policy and framework and the sound money principles that it brings. See the value in that. XRP Joe, there you go. All the ladies, welcome to crypto. Welcome, everyone. We always love it when the ladies of crypto check in. We love that. Indeed. A Gray says, hi, new to the channel. Well, welcome to the channel, A Gray. We appreciate you being here, my friend. Guys, do me a favor, mods especially, welcome A Gray to the channel. That would be awesome. Right? So guys, there it is again. Frank Cadillac is here. What's going on, Frank? I listened to something earlier today about the IMF and XRP. It's a recorded thing. Don't know who is on it. So, what can we say about that? I'm wondering when we're going to learn what is the deal with all those meetings between Madame Lagarde when she was at the IMF and Brad Garlinghouse and the people from Ripple. I wonder when we're going to find that out. Like, what is that all about? Rashad Thompson, what do you think about the Bahamas and MasterCard partnership with the Bahamian CBDC? I think I just heard about that today, Rashad. MasterCard and the Bahamian CBDC. I just heard about it. In other words, I just kind of read one sentence about that happening. So, but I think that's cool. I think it's interesting that why would MasterCard need to be involved in it? What do you know about that, Rashad? Is it just MasterCard is going to let the people from the Bahamas, like, what are they doing? What is MasterCard's role in the Bahamian central bank digital currency? Like, what's their role? There you go, Frank Cadillac. Yeah, absolutely. Sean DLT. What's going on, Sean DLT? Look at Frontier going to rip faces off today. People uncovered it connects all DeFi projects and filters people to best rates connected to the ETH Cosmo. Is that right? Frontier, what's the 3-letter or 4-letter for that, Sean? Frank Cadillac says a host of well-known financial institutions have started exploring Ripple as a means to combat this friction, including Santander, UBS, Union Credit, Santander, for instance. Gotcha. Santander, for instance, has built what it calls a payment corridor between the U.S. Yep, know that. And Latin America uses Ripple's current software, allowing for fast and free money transfers. Yep. Keela says, Siege, I'm really excited about Celsius. There you go. Celsius.network, the way to act and think, and more importantly, act like the 1% of the 1%. If you're not earning money on your money, you're not quite doing it right yet. Siege in the digital asset space. Siege, I'm really excited about Celsius. They are so good. I hope they don't mess up in the future. They are almost too good. LOL. Yeah, I hear you. Chrissy says you can get pre-funded Visa cards loaded with the sand dollars. Nice. I wonder what's they going to charge them to use that card. But that's good. That's good. It's a start. Okay, thank you. Front on CoinGecko. Okay, let me look that up. Front. So guys, I'm going to end with a quote from this guy here. Let me write this down. Front. Look in the front. FRNT. Thank you, my friend. I will do that, Sean DLT. All right, so let me share this real quick with you guys. Let's listen to this. Michael Saylor introduced this guy. His name is Ross Stevens. And Michael Saylor is, a guy who built a company and decided to take his hard-earned money, blood, sweat, and tear money of his and his company and put it into Bitcoin because he had the choice and the freedom to do that. It's a pretty cool deal. I think 1.5 billion. Let's see. Let's listen to this. Michael Saylor's on the left, and this guy, Ross Stevens. In case you haven't heard about him, I'm gonna let you listen to a little intro of his bio.
I'd like to welcome Ross Stevens, who's the founder and CEO of Stone Ridge Holdings Group, which manages more than $20 billion in alternative investments. Around 2015, as they started to personally own a lot of Bitcoin, they couldn't find a custodian who could satisfy their level of fiduciary standards. That began a journey that is now NYDIG, the New York Digital Investment Group, which Ross founded and is executive chairman of. Today, NYDIG manages over $6 billion of Bitcoin, all for institutions. And it's a full-service, vertically integrated, Bitcoin-only financial services firm.
Okay, now, I don't know. Look, this is Ross Stevens. You heard a little bit about his history and his bio. I don't know. Do you feel like he's a dude who knows how to make money? Do you feel like he's a dude who recognizes the difference between sound money and not so sound money? $20 billion assets under management, $6 billion, and his company, NYDIG. Who knew that was Ross Stevens, a Bitcoin guy? Do you think that he's a Bitcoin guy because of his technology? Do you think he's a Bitcoin guy because $6 billion in Bitcoin alone, assets under management, $6 billion for his institutional clients? Do you think it's because of the technology? Or do you think it's perhaps because of the monetary policy of sound money that represents? And sound money is not merely a fixed supply. It's not merely the 21 million. There are other parts of it that make up sound money. It's not just the fixed supply. So you can't say, well, there are other digital assets out in the world that have a fixed supply. That's not the answer. That doesn't check all the boxes of sound money. It's just one of the boxes. And perhaps Bitcoin is just one of those things that checks off more boxes in the definition of sound money. Or maybe it has the greatest potential to check all the boxes of sound money. One of the things is monetary network adoption. Like if no one says it's a thing, then it can't be a thing. Right? What good does it do to have a fixed supply of a thing if nobody is using it? No one's saying, I want to hold it. If no one is saying, I want to hold it, then what good does it do? And right now, currently, there's a few people saying that. So it has that, right? And it might be merely because of first mover's advantage. It might be, or it might be the other things that it represents. And again, we all know on the Crypto Seasons channel that XRP is the greatest digital asset ever created. Well, why are you talking so much about Bitcoin then? Because of the monetary sound money that it brings to the table for each and every one of us. That's why. Right? That's what it does. And once this person and that person and this person and that person and this person and that person, like you can make so many arguments. Trust me, you can make so many arguments about the inefficiency of gold. So you can make all of this, you can't carry it around and you can't chop it up and right. You can't take a drill to it and chop it up and take it to the grocery store. All of these things that people would say, gold, crap. Michael Saylor to this day says, yeah, gold kind of crap. The dude says gold is kind of crap. Yet, because of the monetary sound money boxes that it checks, it's got that whole store value to it. So much so that governments and central banks can't get enough of it in their vaults. They go to bed at night thinking about how much of this gold can we get. They wake up first thing in the morning and think about this gold thing. Because it checks the boxes. Existing supply versus what you can create or find or mine. It checks the boxes of sound money. That's why the central banks and everyone agrees to it. It has a monetary network adoption. These are boxes and sound money. So the thing is to learn. I encourage you, highly, highly encourage you to don't be duped by technology. Don't be duped by technology when it comes to money. Learn the difference between sound money and money that is not sound. Learn what that looks like. Learn the history. Grab yourselves a copy of The Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Ammous, Ammous, and come to your own conclusion. I would suggest that you'll come to the same conclusion that I have come to. But let me quote you this guy who's this successful CEO and making money, not in creating technology, but in making money, who said this in a letter to his shareholders. Shareholders operate in that fiat thing, right? You know that, right? Like, I mean, eventually we as shareholders, we're going to be owning tokenized everything, but we're not there yet, right? We're not there yet. So these shareholders, they're in that, the unsound, inflationary, the debased to the depths of heck fiat world, right? That's where they are. And this is what he wrote in a letter to them, the shareholders of his company. This is what he said. That same dude that I just showed you there, Ross Stevens. Each citizen now has a choice. Isn't that cool? That's my words. Each citizen now has a choice. Or perhaps we didn't have that choice. But let me read the whole thing. Each citizen now has a choice. You can stay on the fiat standard, in which some people get to produce unlimited units of money for free. Just not you. Or you can opt in to the Bitcoin standard, in which no one gets to do that, including you. Technology is not what makes for sound money. Technology alone does not make for sound money. You got to check all the boxes. You have to check them all. Maybe it's some food for thought. It's something for you to ponder. Maybe it's something for you to ponder. Siege says, Tattooed Cobra, how are you, my friend? Siege, I got $2,500 to invest today. Recommendations? Oh, nice. Very, 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 very cool. I can't really tell you what to do with that money unless I know what the portfolio that you hold, right? I mean, that would be a key deal. If you I know right now for me, it depends on, what's your XRP holdings look like. The best return on investment right now that I can see in the market, this is not financial advice, not financial planning. This I see is an XRP and EOS and Bitcoin Cash and Zcash and Ethereum Classic and then Dash. Crypto Roger's like, poor dead Bitcoin is at 52K. And by the way, ding, 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 alarm should be going off if you're paying attention to BC Backer. He's believing for 52 to 58,000 Bitcoin before, oh yeah, XRP and Elrond. Nice. You're in good shape right there, Tattooed Cobra. Two of my favorites right there, XRP and Elrond. But BC Backer says that Bitcoin, he's planning for Bitcoin to get to that 52,000 to 58, even as high as 58. Then we're going to have that correction that we're all looking for. As DIY Investing says, that the Bitcoin blow off, the top, what is it? The Bitcoin top blow off or something like that, he calls it. BC Backer says, that massive correction, that 40-50% type thing, that 52 to 58,000 all the way down to about 29, 28,000 that historically has taken place before the alt season happens. Yvonne, did you ask me a question that I missed? I'm sorry, Yvonne. Let me see if I can't find that. I don't want to be like every XRP content creator. Yvonne Pretorius, what question did you ask that I missed? Let me see. Oh, I have no idea what that is. Why did Blockchain Whispers take over the whole pump and hold group? Oh, I read sometime that it's also a pump and dump scam. Yeah, well, I don't know the answer, but I believe the dude who originally started that is no longer doing that. And I don't know why, maybe because of the flack and, the ridicule and all that stuff that kind of took place after that was done, after that took place. That would be probably why, if I had to guess. There's a joint letter today. No, I did not see that, XRP Joe. Hey, Crypto Siege, not to go off topic, but did you see the joint letter by the SEC and Ripple today? No. There's a joint letter? I did not see that. Where is that at, XRP Joe? A joint letter between the SEC and Ripple? Is this new, other than the thing, the filings with Annalisa Torres, XRP Joe? I did not see that. XRP Joe, you think Elron is going to $40,000? Oh, long-term hold. Okay, long-term. I gotcha. BC Backer said he cashed out already. He cashed out of what? He cashed out on Bitcoin. He didn't go into cash. He went into he cashed out his Bitcoin into the alts. So tell me about this letter, joint letter, XRP Joe. You're looking at it right now. Can you give a link to that, XRP Joe? That would be really, really cool. Please link to joint letter, says Martin 958. There you go. What's going on, Martin? A joint letter between Ripple and the SEC? No, definitely have not seen that. Definitely have not seen that. I love saying that quote. Each citizen now has a choice. You can stay on the fiat standard, in which some people get to produce unlimited units of money for free, just not you. Or you can opt in to the Bitcoin standard, in which no one gets to do that, including you. Guys, highly recommend XRP Joe. I think it's going to get that link for us. I'm curious. I want to see what that's about. A joint letter. Why would they be doing a joint letter? Guys, highly recommend the Bitcoin standard. Here it is here. Oh, you're not a mod. Okay, you're not a. Oh, why aren't you a mod? Hold on a second, XRP Joe. Let's do this. You got to be a mod for that. Hold on. Where'd you go? There you go. Okay, now you should be able to do it, XRP Joe. What in the world was I thinking? There you go, XRP Joe. You should be a mod. You should be able to do that now. The Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Ammous. Again, it's not about it's not about what you think it is. It's got great history on money, great examples of what sound money is and is not. Golden. You know who recommended it? A guy recommended this to me who had $500 million just sitting around in his company treasurers. I don't know. I feel like that's a guy I might want to recommends a book. Might want to check that out. Versus, you know, smart guys. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, this is the one. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh no. I think this is the same one. Yeah. We went over this, XRP Joe. Yeah. We went over this on the channel a couple of days ago, my friend. In fact, Jeremy Hogan, and I didn't go over it in detail because, you know, I'm not a lawyer, but Jeremy Hogan. Yeah. So we did go over that on the channel, XRP Joe, and you're welcome. Yeah, that was kind of their responses to Annalita Torres had asked for their kind of, you know, initial response, you know, kind of to the whole thing there. And Legal Briefs, Jeremy Hogan on the Legal Briefs channel, which I highly recommend, he actually goes over that 9-page document. Yeah, it was really, really good. It's really, really good stuff there. And he was not impressed at all. Yeah, that's the one that just came out. Yep. Yeah, no worries, bro. Yeah, interesting stuff. But Legal Briefs, Jeremy Hogan from Legal Briefs went over that. Really, really good stuff. You definitely want to check that out, guys. If you're XRP hodlers, check out that video, Legal Briefs on YouTube. And he was not impressed with the SEC's. They're part of it. He said it is just, they just basically wasted paper, which is really, really interesting. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up. It's been a really, really cool hang. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for getting this thing to over 100 likes. You guys are awesome. Really, really cool. Yes, and thank you so much again for the super chat. You guys are awesome. I love hanging out with you guys for sure. I could do this all day. I could do this all day for sure. Guys, grab that book. Grab that book. Get a better understanding. Level up your IQ in the digital asset space. Get the bigger picture. Get the bigger picture, right? I mean, it's massively, massively important to get the bigger picture. There's us, which is all of us, then is we. You know, me and my family, me and my dudes, right? Right. The bigger picture is always about us because each of us need all of us, and all of us need each of us. I promise you, if you adopt that, if you look into adopting that as a mantra, it will serve you well. All right, guys, listen, never ever forget this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.
Bye.